Every year, $230 billion disappears into thin air, not to theft or fraud, but to hidden cross-border exchange rate markup fees. In the US alone, that's $9 billion each year. Who gets to keep this revenue? Well, the large correspondent banks. And as domestic bankers, you are caught in a trap, because you probably provide your customers cross-border payment services through correspondent banks, putting you at a huge disadvantage, as you probably get to keep little or no revenue of the $230 billion pie. Also, correspondent banks as intermediaries slow down global payments and make it very expensive for your customers. So the result, you end up with dissatisfied customers and no revenue. But what if I told you today that this challenge could be your biggest opportunity? Hi, I'm Yamini Sagar, the founder and CEO of Instarails. And along with an amazing team, what we have built is a proprietary cross-border payment network to empower domestic banks and businesses. We provide you with a cross-border payment network that delivers instant, globally compliant transactions with inbuilt fraud detection. And I'm going to show you a demo of how that works. So for the purposes of this demo, we are going to show you our dashboard. But remember that we have multiple white label integration options available, including the one where you can SSO your client to us, and we take care of the user experience. You do have the ability to access our dashboard, which is a user-friendly UI. You'll be able to go to batch payments. That's what I'm going to demo today, and easily upload a spreadsheet with transactions for cross-border payments. So in this spreadsheet, we have 3 transactions. One is going to Brazil, one is going to Mexico, and one is going to Argentina. And as you can notice, they are all combinations of B2B, B2C, C2C transactions. We support all of them. So with just one upload, you can submit multiple transactions going to multiple countries. And this is, again, just a demo of the batch upload functionality here. What we are doing here is the transaction to Brazil is going via the PIX real-time payment system. So it will be paid out within minutes. The one going to Mexico is going via their SPAY instant payment system. So that will be paid out instantly as well. So let's go and take a look at what happened to the 3 transactions. So the one that is going to Mexico passed sanctions check. However, that failed fraud check here. And the one going to Argentina failed sanctions check. So we have built in real-time compliance check as well as fraud detection. So let's go to the compliance one first and see why it was flagged. So your compliance team will have access to the screen in our portal, where they will be able to come here, take a look at the transaction, look at the details of why this was flagged for compliance. And turns out then this one is Kamala Harris, and it's a politically exposed person, so it was flagged. And now your team has the ability to just reject this transaction from here, saying, OK, PEP confirmed. And we capture all of these notes for audit purposes. So we have rejected this transaction. You can also approve it if you want to. And we will now take a look at the second transaction that went into fraud risk and was flagged for fraud. So the reason being that the transaction amount is higher than usual. So in this test account, we normally do payments of $500 or less. But the one that we just uploaded was for $1,000. So it's asking you, hey, do you want to approve this transaction? So in this case, we are saying, OK, yes, approve it. And that's how simple it is. You can also get these notifications via mobile app if you enable it, by the way. So we'll go back to the batch payment file and see what happened with those transactions. So we see that these have already been delivered, and the one transaction we rejected was not processed. You are also able to click on them and look at the details. And over here, you will see we provide you full tracking and traceability for that transaction. So you never have to worry about it going into a black box and not knowing what's happening with your money. You can track it. And if this was production, guys, this would be paid by now. That's how fast It is, because we are already integrated with all the real-time payment rails around the world, like Pix, UPI, Pay, and more. So what you have witnessed today is how Instarails transforms the cross-border payment challenge for you into an opportunity. With us, you can now offer your customers what the correspondent banks can't, which is, first of all, get revenue share in that $190 trillion cross-border payment market. Second, also be able to return it to the hardworking businesses and consumers and strengthen your communities. The third thing is provide your customers, like 79% of the consumers today expect global payments to be delivered within 1 hour or less. You will be able to provide them with that experience of the simple, secure, and efficient payments through Instarails. And you will also be able to promote financial inclusion as we allow you to pay recipients who are both banked and unbanked via e-wallets and cash payout. So again, we have multiple white label solutions available, including SSO, where you SSO your client in, which requires very minimal investment from your end and gets you onboarded and up and running instantly. So yeah, definitely stop by at our booth to learn more. And remember that your customers are ready, so don't let your competitors get there first. Thank you.